Welcome back to The Factor. Getting around in Houston could look a lot different in the near future. Houston airports are partnering with Whisk, an air mobility company, to bring self-flying air taxis to our city. And joining us here on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us Emlien Marchand, who is the Director of Ecosystem Partnerships. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored. Many people are excited, but also a little nervous about the idea and concept of self-flying air taxis, and they're considering that here in the city of Houston at the airport system. So exactly what is an air taxi for those who are not sure?
Yeah, and thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on the show. So an air taxi, we also call them eVTOL, which means electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. So it is an aircraft. It is not a drone. We have a 50-foot wingspan. It's all electric, battery powered, and carrying 4 passengers. So what's new with these aircrafts is the ability that they have to take off and land vertically and then transition horizontally to much more of a regular aircraft flight pattern, as you see right above me here. And they're electric. So we call that distributed electric propulsion. And this is one of the technologies together with Autonomy that will make this aircraft the safest mode of transport, as safe as commercial aviation today.
Make sure you don't go anywhere. We still have more details on how those planes, those air taxis, will fly in Houston real soon. Stay with us. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. I've been waiting on the world to get like the cartoon, The Jetsons. I think we're getting close now. We continue our conversation about flying taxis making their arrival in Houston by way of the company Whisk. Let's talk about it. Now, have you had this system in place at any airports as of yet, or we're in the beginning stages of it?
We are in the beginning stages of it. We did a public demonstration at Long Beach Airport last year with our 5th generation aircraft. So the aircraft that you see above, my head is the 6th generation aircraft, the one we will bring to market. But we've been designing these aircrafts, these autonomous aircrafts, for over 10 years. So Whisk was created in 2019 as a joint venture between the Boeing company and a startup from Silicon Valley that had been developing these aircrafts for close to a decade already. And this was Boeing's play in this space. And they believed in us so much that last year we became a wholly owned subsidiary of the Boeing company.
And these taxis will go from where? Major metropolitan areas to the airport? Where exactly? What's your flight plan?
That's a great question. And I'll give you examples of, obviously the Houston Metro, but the idea is how can we connect a region more efficiently and the points where people depart from and want to get to. So a natural place is the airport, being able to go from, let's say you live in Sugar Land and you have a flight to catch at Bush International, being able to do that trip in 10, 15 minutes at a time where at peak traffic, it could take you well above an hour.
Of course, you're not going to land in front of someone's home. You have to have a pickup location, right?
That's right. That's right. And so, like in the future, you look at trips that today you would take using an Uber, let's say, and have the option either with a dedicated service, a dedicated app, or integrated to rideshare services to select the option about flying to get to your destination. And so what that means is, let's say you live somewhere next to Sugar Land. You would first either use your own vehicle or get a share ride to go to Sugar Land Airport, and from there fly directly to Bush International, Hobby, or et cetera, or even the downtown. So you were asking before, where do we want to connect? So what's great about advanced air mobility is it allows us to efficiently connect a region with very small infrastructure footprint. So these vertiports, these places where we take off and land, are going to be these nodes, these connection points across the region, and the rest of the infrastructure is invisible. It's in the air. So no need to build a new road. It is really about connecting efficiently those points across the region. And so airports are natural places, but you can think of other key locations folks coming to Houston or being the Houston region residents want to get to: the downtown, the energy corridor, Galveston. So the goal really is, how can we provide quicker and complementary and alternative mode of transportation to connect as efficiently as possible the key hotspots across the region of Houston.
And obviously, the big question for people, there's some people who are afraid of flying on a jet, but you want to talk them onto an electric vehicle, flying vehicle. Will that be a difficult sell for the public, for those who are not that secure, especially if there is not a pilot on board?
That's a great question. So, I think at the very beginning of the service, it's what we will call a crawl, walk, run. So the introduction of these aircrafts will be very gradual. And so at the beginning would probably be more supply constrained than demand constrained. So I think there'll be such a level of excitement to have this technology, to have Houston be one of the first cities, maybe the first cities to have autonomous eVTOL aircraft. So we really want to make sure that the city of Houston that we've selected to be one of our key launch spaces gets the recognition that it deserves in terms of the fourth largest city, the aerospace capital of the U.S., making sure that aerospace innovation comes here first in Houston. And so these aircraft, so I can talk about the autonomy in a few ways. One, when we say autonomy here, we don't talk about AI. So all the flight path, everything is predetermined. The path between your point A and your point B, this is work that we're doing with the FAA, and we will do with the FAA to create those trajectories. So there is no AI. Everything is predeterministic. Now, an additional element is that autonomy is one of these technologies that would also contribute to make this one of the safest mode of transportation. I'm sure, when is the last time you took an airplane, like a commercial airplane?
I would say last year sometime.
Last year sometime. So there's a fair chance that over 90% of that flight was autonomous. The takeoff was done, then pilots can engage the autopilot. And so you're flying already in a machine that's flying autonomously without really realizing it.